Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I yield myself such time as I may consume.
Gentleman is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This bill is far from perfect. It has some very good provisions and others that I oppose. I rise today to highlight the particular sections I worked on to get included in this bill. I have worked across the aisle with my colleagues in the past on similar drinking water issues, and I have been asking my ENC colleagues for a hearing on broader reforms to the Safe Drinking Water Act through this entire session. While we have not been successful in having a hearing, I remain optimistic that my colleagues on the other side will make this a top priority next year. With that said, the said bill before us today includes a number of provisions very similar to language authored by myself, by Ranking Member Pallone, and many of our Democratic colleagues contained within the Aqua Act and the Safe Drinking Water Act amendments of 2016. We know communities and low-income homeowners need assistance replacing lead service lines. This bill authorizes a new $300 million grant program to get lead out of our communities. It gives priorities to schools, to child care centers, and other facilities that serve children. The bill also makes it easier for states to administer federal funds. In addition to these provisions from the Aqua Act, there are a number of other positive things included in this bill. We have heard about the struggles of small and disadvantaged communities. In my district, the mayor of Castleton, Joseph Keegan, testified that his community needs help but simply cannot afford a loan. He suggested allowing grants. This bill includes a significant grant program specifically for that purpose. It also gives more flexibility for tribal governments and encourages innovative technologies. The bill improves public notification requirements when a system violates the lead and copper rule, an issue Mr. Kildee has fought for to help prevent another tragedy like that in Flint. And it includes an authorization for a program to help schools test for lead. Unfortunately, this bill fails to make sufficient commitments to Buy America. We must include stronger Buy America language in statute. And then finally, I am disheartened to see such a divisive bit of language on California water issues added at the last minute. It is frustrating to see a good bill, negotiated in good faith, get loaded up with a poison pill at the very end. Ultimately, this bill has taken some good first steps to invest in our nation's water systems and provides the city of Flint with the assistance it needs and deserves. But much more is needed. Some $384 billion is required over the next 20 years to simply keep up our drinking water systems. And 18 million Americans live in communities that violated the lead and copper rule in 2015. We must and we can do better. It's time to get to work. There are many more provisions included in the Aqua Act that I hope this body seriously considers moving forward. With that, Mr. Speaker, I yield back.